Hello YouTube, Dave here again. A little while ago I received an email from WizKids stating that they were part of some sort of, I think it was like an online-only convention, and they had produced some miniatures exclusively for that event. I forget what the other one was, but the main one that captured my attention had to be the Chromatic Wyrmlings in a Robe. I've always liked the idea of like smaller things trying to masquerade as a larger creature. In the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign that I'm actually currently running, there's like the artwork of three kobolds wearing a trench coat. And a few years ago, back in like 2019, I think it was, shortly after Pathfinder 2nd Edition came out, I designed an encounter that was three goblins inside. It was three or five. It might have been five goblins, but it was a bunch of goblins inside of a theater troupe's troll costume, and they were trying to basically get like tolls for people crossing a bridge. It was meant to be like the stereotypical troll on a bridge thing, but when the players, as they were fighting, they would realize that this was just like a costume, and if they severed one of the limbs, like a goblin would scurry out of it. So I've always liked the idea of just using like these smaller creatures in kind of like comedic, ridiculous situations, and this mini seemed like the kind of the culmination of that, I guess. So looks really really cool. I ordered two of these actually, so one is going to stay sealed, and the other I've opened up for the purposes of this video. It did come in a plastic tray, but they were packed in super tight, so I don't plan on reusing this at all. If I do put it back in the box, I'm just going to have it loose in the box because I'd rather that than the amount of force that I had to use to pull it out of the plastic case. But here it is. This is the Wyrmlings in a Robe. So we got the red dragon at the top there with the hand sticking out and the tail poking out of the left arm. And then we got the blue dragon underneath, and with its tail sticking out. Below that is the green dragon, and they've got like their claw sort of opening up the robe so it can peek its head out. And then for the feet, we've got the black dragon and the white dragon. So really, really cool. And then on the back of the mini, we just see the black dragon's tail and the white dragon's tail sticking out. Just seemed like a really, silly kind of whimsical thing, but it's just right up my alley, so I had to pick this up as soon as I saw that email. So I'm glad that I ended up receiving that. I do have a plan. Like, I have a display of minis, which is just like my chromatic dragons that I have from like the D&D mini line back in the day. And there's an aspect of Tiamat there, and I think I'm going to put this next to the aspect of Tiamat, even though this is not, anything really to do with Tiamat except that it's chromatic dragons. But I just like the headcanon of the aspect of Tiamat being like the exasperated mom, and these five Wyrmlings are just constantly getting into trouble and just draining the energy and patience out of her as a result. So that's kind of like I said, my little headcanon for it there. But yeah, anyway, five Wyrmlings in a robe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you pick up this mini as well? Have you ever tried to use smaller creatures to masquerade as something bigger in your game for an encounter? Let me know all that in the comments below. Anyway, thank you all so very much for your time. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.